You mean, not only can he really move, he also has an attitude? Necessity is the mother of invention, and this certainly applies to the invention of a certain anthropomorphic blue hedgehog who spun dash through the pipes of destiny in 1991. After decades of enjoying at least modest success as a gaming company that provided jukeboxes and slot machines to American military personnel, Service Games threw its hat into the ring of home console gaming. With revenues reaching the hundreds of millions, the company, now abbreviated as SEGA, was ready to formally declare war on the gaming superpower named Nintendo. Its weapon, the Sega Master System, the would-be counterpart of the NES. Its general of the army and rival to Mario, at least on an interim basis, was Alex Kidd, a Son Goku-like character who traveled alien planets to save his family. Despite the technological superiority of the Master System, and despite the popularity of Alex Kidd, both fell short of their Nintendo adversaries on North American battlegrounds. Now, with the Super Nintendo taking the gaming scene by storm, Sega needed to reorganize and hold nothing back if they wanted to compete on their own home fronts. The result was a brand new system and a brand new character. When Sega demanded a mascot character that could rival Mario, programmer Yuji Naka, designers Naoto Yoshima and Hirokazu Yashiwara started a subdivision of the company known as Sega AM8, which was transplanted to the United States. With designer Mark Cerny, it became Sonic Team. Together they created Sonic the Hedgehog and released the eponymous game for a brand new Sega Genesis in 1991. In the game, Sonic spins and jumps on and past countless platforms, defying the very game screen itself in order to defeat a power-hungry Dr. Ivo Robotnik, who has imprisoned the animals of the world in grievous mechanical monstrosities called badniks. Staying alive by collecting rings, Sonic can roll around at the speed of sound and destroy badniks, free creatures who have not yet been converted, and crush Robotnik's many death machine boss forms, thereby saving the world, at least for now. With the critical and commercial triumph of the first game, Sega of America and Sonic Team released Sonic 2 the very next year. The game introduced a couple new gaming mechanics, and most notably, Sonic's very own sidekick, the antipodically popular and despised Miles Prower, known by his nickname, Tails. Granted a little difficulty with language barriers, Naka utilized the Japanese team alone to work on Sonic 3, which established a much more popular Sonic ally, Knuckles the Echidna, though in this game he would be Sonic's misguided enemy. Sonic 3 released in 1994, and it was split into two games, generating a basically separate but literally attachable Sonic and Knuckles, but more on that later. Sonic has a lot fewer games to his name than Mario. The platformer to non-platformer ratio is also very different. Over half of the Sonic franchise is made up of platformer games. 12 of the games that are non-platformers are sports-related, with 9 being racing games, strange, and the remaining 3 also belonging to the Mario franchise, the Mario and Sonic Olympic titles. Since I only included platformers in the Mario series, I'll do the same for the Sonic series to be fair. So specifically, this list will include only platform games for console systems where Sonic is the main character. Like with the Mario and probably every other franchise from now on, it will also disclude titles that were not released in the US. Here are the games I will be reviewing. Try to keep up with a zippy little pincushion and play along as best you can. Click the annotation here or the link below for my review of the first Sonic the Hedgehog game. Sonic the Hedgehog.